Hey, remember that helicopter in episode 1? Now we know who it is! Well, was. After 2 episodes of non-stop zombie-killing action, it looks like The Walking Dead is taking it slow this episode in order to establish some much-needed exposition regarding Michonne, the governor, and the town of Woodbury we keep hearing about. The episode starts with Andrea and Michonne coming across the scene of the helicopter crash I mentioned before the intro. Before they can investigate, however, a bunch of people armed with bows and arrows as well as rifles come driving up and start killing all the corpses. Michonne tries to stay hidden, already not liking these guys, and even chops off the heads of her zombie pack mules to shut them up. This, however, doesn't keep her hidden from our good pal Merle. That's right, Merle's back, and just for the record, amputated knife arm is now on my Christmas list. Merle takes our heroines to the town of Woodbury, which is a stable community led by a man who calls himself the governor. David Morrissey gives an outstanding performance as the no-nonsense leader of this small town, and you can easily see how this guy became in charge over these guys. The governor, who creepily refuses to give out his real name, tells our heroines that they can leave the community at any time, but until they do, their weapons will not be given to them. Andrea starts to take a liking to the guy, but Michonne immediately becomes suspicious. You do not get between this girl and her katana. The episode then switches perspective to the governor as he takes care of business around town. After checking in with the town's resident mad scientist Milton, and marveling over how Michonne uses zombies as camouflage, which we can all agree is pretty awesome, am I right? The leader of Woodbury then interrogates the helicopter pilot for information on where the rest of his buddies are. Uh-oh. Michonne and Andrea then have dinner with the governor and Milton, which quickly becomes one of the most awkward scenes in the series, short of any conversation Rick and Lori have nowadays. Milton asks Andrea if she believes the walkers still show some echo of who they were before they were infected, which raises some really deep questions once you think about it. I, however, couldn't stop laughing at Michonne's "I swear I'm gonna cut you" stare, scaring Milton the entire time. While Michonne and Andrea argue over if Woodbury is a good town, with Andrea thinking it's awesome while Michonne thinks it's not, the governor finds the soldiers that the pilot told him about. At first, the governor acts as friendly to the soldiers as he did with Andrea and Michonne, right before he pulls out a pistol and he and his merry band of rednecks shoot up the military. They return to the town with their ill-gotten goods, and the governor gives a speech about how the soldiers were killed by zombies, now they need to stay together as a community, sounding less and less like a sane person and more like the leader of a cult. Naturally, Andrea soaks it all in, while Michonne remains dubious. The episode closes with the governor lounging on his chair and watching some good old-fashioned zombie heads and water tanks. Wait, what? Speculation for next episode? The governor's going to be showing us some new degrees of crazy, Milton the Science Geek will become a breakout character, and the reunion between Meryl, Rick, and Daryl will win the award for the most awkward scene in a television series ever.